Bungie's been hitting me left and right with curveballs lately. Last week, right when I was about to leave the house and actually remember what sunshine on my face felt like, they dropped an entire Arc 3.0 preview. I have a video going over that if you'd like to check it out, link down in the video description. Then in Thursday's TWAB, they came right out and said, yeah, you like that Arc teaser, bitch? Bam! Full artifact preview. Today, I'm gonna quickly go over some of the artifact mods that'll be dropping in tomorrow's new season and which ones I think are gonna pop off and why. But before we get going, I am itching to tell you about the First Descendant. They are the sponsor of today's video, and this game is going to be a doozy. Developed in Unreal Engine 5, The First Descendant is a free TPS co-op action RPG shooter, aka a looter shooter. Now I know y'all are familiar with that type of game. The all-new looter shooter will be available on Steam, PS5, PS4, and the Xbox Series at launch. Because it was developed using Unreal Engine 5, its high-quality graphics and visuals give you that next-level immersion factor. You've got various characters to pick and choose from, each with distinctive skill sets and combat styles. Like games with good movement tech, the in-game grappling hook is going to be right up your alley, taking your character movement to a new realm and letting you move more freely in combat. Enjoy co-op play to fight against huge boss monsters, each with unique appearances and manner of fighting. Do yourself a favor and do what I'm doing. Get ready for the Steam beta test for this game, which is dropping on October 20th and going through October 26th. Do not wait. Register for the test right now and add it to your Steam wishlist by checking the First Descendants Steam homepage. Again, that beta test is dropping on October 20th, and you know I'm going to be there, so go to the First Descendants Steam page and don't forget to add it to your wishlist. Alright, we back. While Bungie gave us literally the entire artifact on paper, I don't see the need to go over each one. I'm just gonna call out the ones that I'm really hyped about or think deserve a call out. Okay, Overload Bow in Column 1. Now, if you remember from a recent TWAB, we know that Le Monarch is getting intrinsic overload in Season 18, which is awesome. But with Overload Bow, we have the power to give any bow intrinsic overload. That way, if we're in PvE content that may feature a solar burn, we can go Overload Tiku's Divination. Or if we're in content that features an arc burn, we can do Overload Trinity Ghoul. I just really like Overload bows for dealing with champions. I always found Overload SMGs and auto rifles kind of crappy, so glad we have a more reliable option for Season 18. Next up, Anti-Barrier Sniper. It's going to be over in Column 4, meaning you will have to unlock 8 perks before being able to get access to that perk. Anti-Barrier Sniper is awesome for endgame PvE. Being able to fight champions at range is usually in your best interest, especially for barrier champions, which can be really annoying. Instead of needing to delicately plink plink away at barrier champs away from downtown, this will let you shred them shields off immediately. If you're looking through your vault for fun PvE snipers, few things to keep an eyeball peeled for. Vorpal Weapon. Energy ammo snipers with Vorpal will dish out an extra 15% damage. Triple tap or 4th times the charm, bonus points if they are paired together with Vorpal Weapon. Being able to pump out more shots into a champion before needing to reload, literally always a good thing. Focused Fury. Hitting half the mag in the dome will give extra damage output, about 20% more damage for 11 seconds. And Firing Line, 20% extra damage in the dome when standing near 2 or more allies. Moving on, Overload LMG. This one is brand new. Put it on your gauntlet armor and any equipped machine gun that you have on will be able to stun Overload champions. Goddamned awesome. Remember that Thunderlord will be getting intrinsic overload already as part of a glow up for the weapon in Season 18. But outside of that, any machine gun that you want can now be an anti-overload champion weapon. I don't know about you, but I'm daydreaming about pairing that together with Xenophage. Doesn't really fire like a machine gun, but it technically is one, and with the unreal burst damage it puts out, it'll probably be really good at shutting down overload champions. Again, Overload LMG will be in Column 4, so you gotta do a little bit of unlocking before being able to put it on. If you're a PvP player, Scout and Sniper Rifle targeting in Column 2. Not a terribly new or exciting perk, but I do enjoy sniping in PvP from time to time, and it always chaps my ass that I have to drop 5 freaking energy on regular sniper targeting on my helmet. Totally worth it, IMO for the extra aim assist, but being able to grab that perk for just 1 energy on your helmet is goddamned incredible. It means that if I want to go sniper targeting and hand cannon targeting together, I only need to spend 6 energy total. Beautiful. Next up, Bad Amplitude in Column 4. Damaging a champ with an arc ability will cause the champion to become jolted. Friendly reminder that jolted is a new debuff coming with Arc 3.0. Jolted enemies who are further damaged will periodically send out waves of chain lightning to nearby enemies. Essentially, jolting an enemy turns them into a lightning rod. While the play with champions is to nuke them with strong weapons, might not be a bad idea to throw out a quick ability, turn them into a lightning rod, and then while damaging them, have the chain lightning wipe out everything else nearby. Sounds like it might pair very well together with the next perk, Surge Detonators, also in column 4. Surge is an old perk, and what it does is pretty much give your arc grenades the ability to stun overload champions. We don't have the energy amount for bad Amplitude and Surge Detonator, but provided you could put them both together, one arc grenade will both stun an overload champ and afflict it with the new Jolt debuff. Better pairing than peanut butter and jelly. Next, Thunderous Retort, all the way over in column 5. Arc supers do more damage when cast while in critical condition or when amplified. Quick reminder, Bungie has flat out told us that any Arc 3.0 Guardian is capable of becoming amplified without needing to equip any particular aspect or fragment. It's simply just something that happens to you after rapidly defeating targets with any arc damage. I really like Bungie's decision to add the factor that it'll work when you're amplified. I didn't like using Thunderous Retort back in the day because I dislike needing to wait until I'm hurt in order to pop my super. But again, getting amplified in the land of Arc 3.0 should be really easy to do. So with that in mind, Retort is looking real good on paper right now. Especially because if the numbers are the same as last time Retort was available, you should be getting around an extra 30% damage output with your super. Supers that will likely do very well with Thunderous Retort. You got Thunder Crash for the Titan, you got Chaos Reach for the Warlock, and you got the all-new Hunter super Gathering Storm. Next up, you got the Hype Train Conductor, also in column 5. Choo-choo, mother. Adds 2 seconds to your amplified timer. If you're thinking that doesn't really sound sexy on paper, I do kind of agree with you. But considering how vital being amplified probably is to Arc 3.0 overall, it's probably going to end up being a big deal. Think of it this way, Kill Clip is an awesome perk in PvP, right? How much more awesome would it be by adding just 2 seconds more to the timer? Probably a lot more awesome. Also, keep in mind that the Hype Train Conductor mod stacks, apparently. It'll probably only be able to stack up twice, for a total of maybe 4 seconds overall. However, there's a really sick part of my brain that is hoping that it won't cost more than 3 energy, because if it did cost around 3 energy or less, you would technically be able to put on 3 copies of the mod if you have Artifice Armor. Something tells me Bungie's probably thought of that though, but I don't know, we'll see. Next, we have Trace Evidence, also in column 5. Precision hits on arc debuffed targets will generate ionic traces, meaning that tagging an enemy with either Blind or Jolt, the 2 arc debuff effects, and then shooting them right in the brain will generate an ionic trace. As a longtime Warlock player, ionic traces are awesome, and I can't wait for Titan-only players and Hunter-only players to get a little taste of the trace. Sounds like the play would be to pair Trace Evidence together with bad Amplitude, if at all possible. Damage with arc ability to make the champion jolted, and then lay into their forehead to make a bunch of traces. GG. Next up, Lightning Strikes Twice. Can you guess which column it's in? Column 5. Very good. An old mod, but a great mod. After throwing an arc grenade, get improved grenade recharge rate for a short time. Arc Final Blows also extend the duration of that benefit. I've got a real strong feeling that this may be one of the best mods coming in Season 18, allowing for a ton of grenade spam if you build your Arc 3.0 Guardian the right way. Quick reminder, the Arc 3.0 Titan is getting an aspect called Touch of Thunder, which will further improve the performance of your grenades. To me, that sounds kind of like a no-brainer pairing. Finally, we got Sundering Glare back at it again in column 5. Rapid precision hits against a target will weaken that target for a short span of time. Now, if Sundering Glare functions exactly, and I mean exactly, the way it did back about a year ago, we are in for a wild goddamn time. Here's why. When activated by rapid precision shooting, the debuff will kick in. The target will then take an extra 20% damage for about 10 seconds, keeping in mind that the perk can refresh. A 20% debuff on its own, pretty damn good. But remember, back when it was last around, Sundering Glare stacked for whatever reason with Divinity, which, by the way, not really supposed to be a thing. Debuffs don't usually stack together with other debuffs. If, for whatever reason, it comes back and Bungie hasn't fixed the fact that it stacks with Divinity, Sundering Glare will be a mandatory endgame PvE armor mod. I'm talking ridiculously good in Season 18 and the new raid. I'm gonna try to find out if I can right away if it stacks with Divinity or not, and I'll try and let you know. By the way, kind of unfortunate that all the really fun looking armor mods are only able to be equipped onto your class armor. But such is the way in D2. Head on down to the comment section and tell me which artifact mods you think are going to be bangers or which ones you plan to incorporate into an Arc 3.0 build. While you're down there, don't forget to subscribe, free way to support my channel and very much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on stream.